Alright, so I wanted to highlight my paladin. Uh, the new update dropped today as well, and I've been trying out some new keybinds with this guy with the new the active skill binds or whatever they call it, active keybinds or whatever. So now it's pretty interesting, and I like kind of how charge feels with the zeal. It just has this nice like I don't know combo effect almost where I just didn't feel like I had it previous to this patch, but now it's like cool. It's like as you're spamming your skills now because you're hitting them faster. Sorry, it's almost as if you're almost like comboing it a little bit, and I kind of wanted to show that off. Uh, yeah, before I guess I get started, I'll get into the build a little bit. Just to highlight him, I am using an Act 5 Merc. He's using Lawbringer. Basically, just I couldn't find Reaper's Toll yet. I'm still on the hunt for that. When I do find Reaper's Toll, I will probably switch back to an Act 2 Merc. But when in doubt, man, if you can't find items in this game, the way it works is there's always workarounds. That's the beauty about Diablo 2. So and yeah, the Paladin's been I've been working on this guy for quite some time. I've been uh, pretty much since the game released. I would say he was my first character. So for me, yeah, it took a lot of time to get him where I kind of feel like he's just on par with some even casters, high level caster guys. So I like him. It's just like I said, I'm still looking for Reaper's Soul. He'd be so much more effective, I think, with a Reaper's Toll. But that being said, Lawbringer is a hell of a fucking rune word. Excuse my language. This thing is kind of kick ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty kick ass. Um, the Decrepify, obviously, for physical mutants is like really what you're using it for. But that level 17 Sanctuary against Undead, if you like farming Chaos, Sanctuary, this is that level 17 Sanctuary area is so cool. I mean, it just looks so awesome. Like the visuals, especially with the just in D2R's whole visual updates and everything. It's so awesome. And I guess I'll show it off. I'm gonna do a Chaos run to show it off. But just to show the rest of the gear. My Merc's running a tread. His res is kind of low, so I threw on a treachery on him, and just an Andes with a fire res jewel, just to get rid of that negative 30 fire resistance. Uh, Pretty basic stuff there. For myself, I am running a grief. Pretty much best in slot for running just raw physical damage zealot. Um, I would say if you're going like Vengeance Conviction or something like that, you could probably do like try to go for those other rune words like what is it like Breath of the Dying, Last Wish, that sort of deal. But for just a fanaticism, basic raw physical damage kind of guy, there's nothing really that just beats grief. Grief's flat out damage is just awesome. The rest of stuff's pretty awesome. I mean, the rest of the other awesome thing is my Enigma here. A lot of people will go Chains of Honor or Fortitude. But I just prefer Enigma for a lot of different reasons. I don't even run cast rate on this build, but the ability to just reposition yourself, reposition your merc, uh, put your merc where you want him to be, get yourself out of sticky situations, moving around, efficiently around maps and things like that. I mean, just in my opinion, even in PvP, nothing really beats Enigma. Like I'll take if I'm playing pretty much PvPing any other class other than Paladin, I use Enigma. But if I'm going up against another Paladin, if it's like Zealot versus Zealot, then I'll probably put Fortitude or something like that. Um, but any other character, I'm using Enigma because it's the only thing that's really gonna get you where you need to be efficiently, so that's my thinking on Enigma, and you'll see how I play them, how I kind of use it. Because I don't run any FCR. The only FCR I actually have is just on my Spirit that I run on my offhand for my CTA. And I'll do some teleporting with my offhand just to get that break point, just so I go a little bit faster. But I'll do basically teleporting sometimes with nothing, with flat out zero FCR. I'll teleport sometimes. And you'll see how I use it very offensively. So the rest of the gear, pretty basic, best in slot stuff. So Laying of Hands, Raven Frost, G-Face, High Lords. I'm up Taz with an G-Face has an as well. Gore Riders, T-Gods. I am running a Carry-On Win for the Life Leech. And it's got some nice poison res on it too. So why not? Until I get some like sick ass GG like rare dual leech all res. Maybe like adds to strength sort of ring. For extra damage. I'll get that. But for now, I've been rocking this. This is kind of cool. The twisters that come out and stuff are awesome too. As far as charms go, one skill or charm. Skills on this guy isn't as important. You really kind of, once you boost up to, I want to say like once you get a torch for him and get a couple of plus skills, it's all right. Like you're pretty much in a good space, and all you really want to do is just start bumping up your max damage and attack rating, which is what I started doing over here. Filled out some of the reses that I was missing. Cold res I was a little low on, so I kind of went with that, but just to kind of bring his reses all up to par there. But yeah, so I'm gonna run Sanctuary real quick just so you guys get an idea of how he runs. I guess I could just run the seal pop technique. I do not run I do not run my Merc doesn't have infinity, so for the most part that's how I get my mana back, is by using my my redemption aura. But I guess what I wanted to show off a little bit was the charge and how it's been kind of like comboing with the new active skill update. Like I can kind of pop off a charge and some zeal shots at the same time. It's just kind of cool. Makes me feel like a little frenzy barb almost a little bit. But anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and just... Oh, and as you can see with the Sanctuary... Oh, this guy has physical moves, so what I'll do is... Oh, they're over there. In this case, Sanctuary kind of screws me. And he had to have gotten spawned in with a Sanctuary, or I'll come back to kill him, I guess, but... Whenever I'm a little low on mana, I'll just pop a redemption and kind of fill up. And then, just moving around. Getting over walls so I don't have to run around them. It just keeps me running, going efficiently here. Let me try to go back and get this guy now, see if I can. There we go. Let me see if I can get Decrepify on this guy. See, in this case, my Merc, I need him on him, so I will, let me fill up real quick. Oh, and at that time, Sanctuary, I think, just got him. So that's another reason why Sanctuary is real kick-ass, is you don't even have to really hit undead. They just take damage if they're standing near you. So yeah, really just cool feature to Sanctuary. I might have to rebuff my CTA here. So again, this is where Enigma just comes in handy. Could get away from the danger. Grab some more mana. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I run them. Just come over here. I can go kill this pack real quick. Try to get to Infector. Alright, and then I just pop this and everything should die. No? Oh, I must have forgot a seal. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, and that's the Sanctuary run. Quick and easy. Switch over to Smite. Smite over Diablo real quick. Easy peasy. Yeah, and that's my pally boy. He's a beast. I sure love him. As far as stats go, I am a level 91. Again, Enigma is great for a lot of reasons. One being because it gives you fat strength boost. So you could go light on your strength, but for me, I went, I spec'd a little bit into strength, a little bit more than just because for damage it's okay, and I'm comfortable having around 2k health after battle orders, and so for now, every level I get, like I'm about to level up to 92, I'm probably gonna put like maybe like 3 points into strength and like 2 into fight, so I'll probably do like a split like this at that point, just to start working on my damage more, just to increase that clear speed. Because again, I'm very comfortable with this base health. And I do have a low BO, battle orders on my CTA. So if I do in the future end up getting like a better CTA, uh, that'll always give me more health. So honestly, again, it's not the health at this point. I'm not really concerned with. This guy is just an absolute tank. He does Ubers no problem. For Ubers, I could usually switch out Laying of Hands for Drax, and I get my life tap, and I'm good to go. But even that, I'm fine, because what I'll do now with Conviction, when I'm fighting Conviction auras, is I actually just switch over to my Salvation aura, which just, it starts to, what it essentially it does is it boosts my resist all by 100%. So whatever Conviction takes off, it gives me right back, essentially. Uh, is how salvation basically works. So yeah, really against Mephisto, I could even switch to this. Grief is so good that I don't even need fanaticism really procced. I could sit there with like 1 point. I'll even show my skills really quick. I have 1 point to smite, but when I'm battle load up, it's 13. Um, yeah, I'll just sit with my 13 points and my salvation aura on Meph, and I can chip at him and kill him, and I'll be fine. I'm sitting there just chilling. So it's a great build. As far as points go, I'll show, because it is important that you do spec some defensive auras, because I do cycle through a lot of these auras. Like again, you saw me going through how I use redemption. Cleansing is another really useful one. So when you're cursed, pretty much any curse, you could take it off with cleansing. Poison as well. Vigor for moving around in town is really useful. And Defiance I spec a bunch of points into just to synergize with Holy Shield. So it just gives me like a lot of defense. And then as far as the Holy Shield, I just maxed that out. I maxed out Zealot, I maxed out Sacrifice, 1.0 of these. Again, Smite, just 1 point I put in there, but it's enough to kill. You just saw me use it against Diablo. It is more than enough against bosses and Ubers to just sit there. You don't. So I'm cool with like Smiters. I'm all about the Paladin life, but in my personal opinion, going full Smite build is just so like unnecessary, because it makes your clear speed for everything else so much slower, because you're constantly just knocking back all these mobs, and Zeal's just so much better at killing mobs. That's just, there's no other way to say it. Yeah, and then offensive war is everything into fanaticism. When I do get really, really, really rich, I probably will at some point spec over to conviction, and do the whole dual dream, dual, hand of justice dragon setup with the dual auras. I've always kind of like dreamed that that's where I'm gonna end up going. But for now, man, as far as like just a gangster ass Zealer who can pretty much handle any content in the game, this guy is just a real badass. So thanks for watching if you're still watching, and yeah, GG's.